Test, test, test. Okay, now the microphone's working. Let me turn on my captions. I'm using my earbuds today instead of my headphones, so you guys won't see the kitty headphones. I'll probably be doing that for most of October. I just realized I'm not hearing... That's okay, I don't have to hear chat. I usually have like a little beep beep when someone chats, but now I don't. It's kind of weird. Actually, I kind of want to change it now because that's... I can't not have that. But hello everyone. Comet, thanks for 11 months. Our child is so old. Where is the advanced messages? Play noise. Moderation. Window. I don't know where the I don't know where the button is or where the thing is. Main. Yeah, I thought it was gonna, like, it usually does a little bing. Oh, here we go. Check. This check colors. This is so strange. I don't know how to edit the bing. If anyone comes in here and is rude or anything like that, then I have mods ready to get rid of you. But if you're here to just like talk and stuff, that's fine. Asters, hey! Thank you for the 14 months. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been forever, but I also just don't stream very often, so ignore the hype train. Also, did the noise go off for the hype train? I feel like it didn't. I heard it. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm not gonna hear the little ding ding. It did make a noise? Okay, good. I have my AirPods in today, and I am struggling because I can't hear the little ding 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 that usually goes off, and I don't know how to change the setting. Marigold. Yeah, please keep things civil. Not the blocked term. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, my stream is like dropping frames. What's going on? Hold on, let me make sure that everything is okay. Speed test. It should be fine. I don't know why it's dropping. Well, now it's fine. Maybe that was just temporary. I hope it was just temporary. Okay, as you guys know, we're gonna begin the stream with talking about what happened last night. A lot of you were asleep during most of it, so I don't blame you for being confused. But I just want to cover that first and talk about... I wrote... my, I kind of used my degree. My degree is in communications and was originally, like, PR based. So, I took some PR classes and I literally wrote just, like, a statement. So I'm gonna read that, and then we are going to continue with Lore Tuesday, and I'll answer questions as much as I can, but I want to keep people anonymous, like comment pinned at the top, civil, yeah. If you were banned, I am allowing you to be in here, like, you're totally welcome in the stream. I am just here to give some clarification to people who are wondering why their friends were banned, anything like that. Again, if you are rude, or are attacking people, then you will be banned. But yeah, we're just here to talk. And it's not like I dislike the people who were banned. I think that all of you have potential, and all of you, you know, just made some poor decisions. And that's okay, you can learn in the future. I was there when it happened and I'm still confused. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready to go? I have some chill music going on. I hope that kind of keeps things calm. Also, I have my Halloween set up and I am dressed like Cinnamon Roll. Thank God, I thought that I was supposed to dress up like... The music's loud? Why is the music loud? It should be pretty quiet. Okay. I thank God I'm not dressed like a clown because that's Thursday's outfit. I would feel so weird dressing like a clown. Cass, thanks for the, Kath, thanks for the 3 months. Stealing money from Bezos, let's go. Always use your Prime sub. Take that money from Bezos. Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you Cass. I meant Kath. Kathy. Which is a beautiful name, by the way. Okay, so ignore the makeup. I will be putting my little Cinnamoroll hood up later and talking about all the Halloween stuff and all of that, but first, let's begin with this. I will most likely be posting this statement after the stream once I like double, triple check to make sure that it is all anonymous and everything. Okay. Last night, the staff team had to ban, it says 4, but now it was more than that. I think it was up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people last night. And the main people, there were 4 people that were banned first. And then later on, 3 more people joined that. So I'm going to name these first 4 people who were banned red, blue, yellow, and green for sake of anonymity. I do not want to make some call-out post. This is not, you know, go hate on this person, because if you know these people, don't talk to them. Don't make fun of them. Don't harass them. Please do not. That's not what we're here for. When I ban people, unless, you know, even if they're being rude, like, that is never an excuse to go and then do the same thing to them. That will also get you banned. Harassing anyone is not okay. Just to get that clear. There's also another person involved here who was not banned. I will call them person A to make a difference between the colors and person A. Person A was not banned. Red, blue, yellow, and green were banned. And before we talk about this, because the first section of this is about a server, a side server associated or like connected to the SMP. I want to mention our rule set, what it was and what it is now, regarding faction servers and other Discord servers connected or associated with the SMP. Also, let me know if the stream is too laggy. I don't know why. It says I'm getting like 10% dropped frames, which is terrible. So, in our welcome form, we have a section about factions, and here's what it says. What are factions? Factions are a group of players on the SMP that work together, make builds, participate in events and the storyline, etc. Some factions are run by staff members, and some are run by regular members of the community. Different factions have different goals. Some are into building big projects, while some are very involved in the storyline of the SMP. Some factions are just a group of friends living in a base together. How do I join a faction? There is a channel in the Discord server called SMP Advertising. This is where most faction leaders post invitations to their faction Discord servers. Some have applications to fill out, and some are open to join without any of that. How do I make a faction? And this is where we've changed the rule. You create a Discord server for your faction and start inviting people to it. Then DM Smile Freya, me, on Discord with the invite so that she can give you the faction leader role. The rest is up to you. Now this is where we have changed the rule, and I think I talk about it later in this statement, but currently I have added to the rules in the server, if you go there, faction and side server rules. In order to maintain a consistent environment throughout the servers connected to the Smile SMP, we have some rules about side servers. These rules are for your safety and well-being. Besides following the rules of the SMP, all faction and side servers related to the Smile SMP must include either Virgil or me. Now, I know that there are some servers you don't want me to see because there's things that, like, you're surprising me or something, or you want it to be some secret lore. That's okay, but Virgil has to be there instead. And you have to invite us so we can monitor the content right away. 2, when a member is banned from the SMP, that user must be removed from a faction and side servers as well. So if you have a faction server and you have all your friends and a couple of them get banned, you have to remove them. You can't keep them there because this is, again, for your own safety and well-being, because a lot of them will get angry and harass you. They will spam things. They'll do all sorts of stuff to get their anger out. Number 3, if necessary, an admin may ask you to remove or edit content on or about the server to match the rule set on the main server. Again, this is just to keep the rules consistent. I don't want there to be a server associated with the SMP that has, like, inappropriate images or something in there, or, you know, homophobic comments or anything like that. We don't want that to be a part of any part of the SMP, or just the Discord server in general. And Season 6, and I'll talk about this in a little bit, is going to change a lot about the way that faction servers are run, so this will not be an issue in the future. This is, I just don't want to make a big upheaval and change the way that things are right now. I was considering doing it in January, but I want to keep it consistent this season, and then, yeah. Hold your questions till the end. Is there some sort of, like, maybe someone could get a poll, like a Google form or something that we could put in the chat that people can just ask their questions and I can answer them? Or something like that, maybe something simpler. Or I could just read from chat, but there's just a lot going on, so I want to make sure that I get to everyone. Okay. I require an admin to be in every server to make sure the members are safe, happy, and are able to communicate with a staff member very easily. Especially with faction servers, sometimes I will go in there and be like, hey, the way that your faction is would be really cool to start up, like, I can insert you into this storyline, things like that. So it's not just like you're doing a bad thing or something. I'm not there to do that. But I can say, hey, I see what you're talking about there, and I'd like to add this to the main storyline and stuff. So, ads, I'm stopping. Do not worry. Ads just ended. Okay. There shouldn't be another ad for an hour. That's at least what I set it to. So yeah, it's just, admins are there just to, like, make your life easier. We're not there to, like, just ban you. Now, I will admit, I did not make it clear enough that all servers associated with the SMP needed to include an admin. I just said faction servers, and I have changed that rule now. This is what I believe led to there being a server that only had a couple lore helpers and no admin presence, or I don't even think moderator presence to monitor the activity and content on that server. So getting into the situation itself. At around 6 p.m. last night, I received a message from one of my staff members alerting me to a situation that was going on in a Discord server that I was not a part of. This was the Altoria family member server, which served as a meeting area for multiple families on the SMP. At this point, the only thing wrong with this server was that an admin was not added, and at this point I would have been fine just joining the server and moving on, but I learned that this server had turned into a place for gossip and now was targeting harassment and bullying a member of the SMP, Person A. The story was that Person A had to make a decision between two groups. This was all just like a story thing, a lore thing, and one group was taking things really far and began making fun of Person A for choosing between these two groups. This was originally an argument about a lore-related issue, but it became personal attacks. I'm okay with discussions, and you have a form created? Awesome. Just ping it in, put it in the chat so people can start asking their questions right now, and then I'll get to it. And just so you know, I'm not going to be showing this on the stream, so if you have something like rude to say or trying to get me banned from Twitch or something, I'm just going to be reading the questions. I'm not going to be showing them on the screen. So don't try to be smart. Thank you, comment. Okay. So yeah, I'm okay with people arguing, discussions, anything like that, lore related. Once someone says, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this, hey, I am hurt by this, that's where you say, okay, we need to step back because this is becoming personal. There were 3 people in particular who were, quote, talking shit, while Person A was not in voice chat. These were Red, Blue, and Yellow. There were other people in the voice chat as well. Some were on Person A's side, and some were enabling the behavior of Red, Blue, and Yellow. Person A received word of this from one of the people in voice chat and messaged a staff member about it, and they were clearly very upset. And this staff member was relaying the messages to me throughout this. Person A joined the voice chat to talk about this and was met with hate and harassment. They were called a laughingstock, a troublemaker, and some admitted that they wished Person A would leave the server. They gave Person A role called Bringer of Chaos to, again, harass them. They also called the group Person A chose their sugar daddies, which made them very uncomfortable as they are a minor. Person A messaged Red and Yellow explaining how this made them feel and told staff that they were not satisfied with the responses that Red and Yellow gave them. I want to make clear that I have personally seen these messages, and I agree with this verdict. The responses were not genuine, they were insincere, and in some cases dismissive. At this point, I decided to join the Altoria family Discord server and make an announcement to clear all of this. And this is what the announcement said. This is a message to everyone in this server, especially those running it. This server was never made known to admins before or after it was created, and thus was never able to be properly monitored. I understand this is not a faction, and I'm currently editing the rules list to make it more clear that any server connected to the Smile SMP needs to invite me or another admin. This is for members' safety and well-being, and to keep rule continuity over all servers associated with the SMP. Because of the nature of the conversations that have gone on in this server, you have two options. You need to delete this Discord server and create a new one that begins with an admin from the Smile SMP present, or I will have to take moderator action on members who have harassed and or encouraged harassment of members of the SMP. For some of you, this is not a choice, and I will be investigating this situation further. Now, as a former teacher, I do not ever tolerate bullying and never will, and as many of you are fully grown adults, it is your job to recognize and protect people, especially children, around you. Report any bullying to an SMP staff member immediately or message me directly. And that was directed at everyone. I pinged everyone in the server. After this message, a few people, including Red, responded saying they were upset by this but would rather delete the server and start over. And someone began creating a new server for everyone to go to. I then worked on banning members who I believe had broken the rules enough to be banned. This included Red, Blue, and Yellow. Red and Yellow being directly responsible, and Blue agreeing and participating and encouraging this behavior. During this, Green, an adult, decided to message Person A and said, "I was chatting with Red and I heard you had a tough time. You sure you good?" Person A said, "Yeah, I'm fine, don't worry." And Green responded and said, "You sure?" and sent an image of themselves in their room. Person A responded stating that they definitely did not need help, and Green responded again with, "I believe you for now, but make sure you reach out if you need to, alright?" And another image was sent of them showing off their jaw. And I'll give an example of what this was. Do not make a sticker out of that, please. But I heard one of my staff members called it rizzing up the camera. And I'm not assuming that's what it was, but it was strange. Now, asking someone, as an adult, I have asked people in DMs who are minors, "Hey, are you okay?" And I make sure that they're okay. I don't think it's appropriate to send pictures of yourself in that way, or like, I don't know. Back to the script here. Person A reported this to staff as weird behavior, and I made the decision to ban them off of these messages. I try to keep the SMP safe, especially because there are lots of children on here. I came very close to being groomed online when I was 13, and I never ever want anyone on the SMP to come close to that. Groomers will reach out to children when they're vulnerable and try to gain trust, and always push the boundaries of what is uncomfortable to try and normalize it. I am not assuming that Green was trying to groom Person A, but I do know that it made Person A very uncomfortable, as well as the rest of the staff when they saw those messages. I want every member of the SMP to know that I will never let situations I am aware of come close to those too dangerous, and if you ever receive a message from someone that feels wrong or makes you feel icky, please tell an adult you trust, and alert a staff member if it's someone that's a part of the SMP, or even outside. If you need assistance, I'm here for you. But please, if you ever get messaged and it just makes you feel a little bit off, go talk to an adult. If you don't, you know, if you think you're gonna get in trouble from your parents, ask your grandparents, ask an aunt or uncle, or a teacher even. So yeah, please. After the ban, Green messaged me, and I'm going to read these right from, I just copied and pasted the Discord chat. Green said, "Hey Freya, I got banned. I don't know why though." I said, "Not only were you in on bullying a member of the server, but you sent pictures of yourself to a minor. No thank you." Green said, "I wasn't bullying anyone though. As for the pictures, do you mean these of me being goofy?" And they proceeded to send me the 2 images that they had sent person A. I said, "That's still not behavior that we accept on the SMP." Green said, "But there have been multiple face reveals on the server and Discord, including photos, and there are people that stream showing their faces. Plus, there have been multiple examples." Green then proceeded to list examples of other rules that people have broken that were forgiven or only given a warning. I will not be listing them because they easily link back to people. I said, "This is not just about revealing your face, this is about messaging a minor who is clearly in distress and then sending them pictures of yourself." Again, if you think you know who these people are, don't try to call them out in chat, please. You will be timed out. Green said, "Yes, I was asking them if they were alright. I'll send you the messages right now to show you." I said, "I saw the messages. I hope I'm wrong about it, but it still felt very uncomfortable to me, and I'm going to maintain the ban." Green says, "If you're implying what I think you are implying, you disgust me. I don't even care about the ban. You think I'm a predator." I said, "Again, I'm not implying that. I just would never send pictures of myself to a minor in DMs personally." Green said, "You clearly are," and I'm gonna try to read this in the way that they probably meant it, because it's obviously written out very hastily, and there are a lot of errors, and anyway, I'm gonna try to read it not directly as it is, but in a way that you can understand. "You clearly are in a lot of minors' DMs, from either it being in streams or from memes you post in the Discord. What you're suggesting is horrible, and you should be rethinking your life choices if you assume something like that, and look in the mirror. Goodbye, and I hope you have a bad day. You are a horrible person, and I hope you know that." Green then created a Discord server for themselves and the others who were banned. There were a few other members of the SMP who were invited, as well as, strangely enough, one of our staff members. And this is what allowed us to get intel on what they were planning to do while they sat in voice chat with them, and the staff member relayed what they were saying to the staff the entire time. I don't know why they invited the staff. This is the only part that's funny to me. Like, if you got banned and then you're planning to do something worse, why would you invite a staff member? Anyway, they got people who were not banned to gather a lot of TNT and place it under the spawn area, and the intent was to blow the spawn area up. We waited until we had a complete list of names of the people involved and then banned the entire group at once. After they were banned, some of them spanned certain faction Discord servers, and I apologize for that. If they are staff maintained, the staff cleared them out, but if they were not staff maintained faction Discord servers, it might not have been cleared out. I don't know. In the wake of this, I have decided to make some changes to the way we run faction and side servers. This will be implemented before Season 6 begins, so right after Season 5 ends and before Season 6. Faction servers will be owned by staff members. This does not mean that there will only be staff-owned factions, but that staff will be the ones who are able to maintain, edit, and if necessary, delete the servers. So they are like the owners, but we're not going to do anything except if something goes wrong, we're there. This will also allow us to add our server bot, which can automatically remove banned members from those servers. They're all connected. To prevent things like spamming or holding the server hostage, which has happened before. Some of you may know certain factions that have been held hostage. I think it's happened at least twice. And other things as well. We will also be adding all factions at the beginning of the season with a possibility of an addition. Oh, yeah, we'll be adding all of them at once at the beginning of the SMP. With a possibility of an additional application halfway through the season. This means if you already have a faction, you just have to submit a form to keep it. And if you would like to start a new faction, you have to apply, give reasons for why you'd want to start it, your members, all of that. I know this sounds like a lot, and it might feel constricting, but in reality, I just don't want the members of the server to get harassed, or at worst, get side servers, or God forbid, the main server banned because of stupid decisions made by angry people. Alright, I will now be taking questions, so click that link if you have a question, the form, and ask away. But I do want to answer one question in advance. What will we do with the items from the people who are banned? There were a large group, I think most of a faction was banned. So, the staff are going to be working to remove all of those items associated with the individuals who are banned. You are not allowed to loot their bases, and will be temporarily banned if you do. Like a week ban, at least. So, don't go, even if someone told you who was banned, hey, you can take all my stuff, we're just going to roll back a lot of it to put the resources back in the world. The stuff that we can't do with that, we are going to put into the community center with the like starter packs for people. So that's gonna be like any iron armor or like, you know, stone tools, the stuff that we have in those starter packs, so that new members can have that. That's what we've been doing just generally. We just haven't had this much stuff before. So if you know of any like storage or anything that has a lot of stuff that needs to be rolled back, let us know. Because I can't just roll back everything for a member, because that a lot of you have been here a long time. But I don't want all of your hard work to just go to someone else who jumps on and says, hey, I'm gonna steal everything. Or I know a lot of you who run factions or have been here a long time just want to take everything. You don't need 20 sets of netherite armor. I'm gonna be honest. You don't need that. You can have like 2 or 3 and be okay. I promise you. Okay. I want to know from you all if you would like a list of the people banned. I have been debating whether or not it's appropriate. I know a lot of you already know the list. Obviously I'm not going to tell you, oh, this person was this thing or whatever, but I can list it in an unordered way. I want to hear from anyone who was banned. I'm only seeing yeses. Does anyone feel uncomfortable with that? List it. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell them like banned for this. I will just list. I have a list of them randomized, so you can't be like, oh, this was in chronological order or something. No, it's not. Yeah, I think someone else in my house is like downloading something. Yeah, it says 15% dropped frames. I'm so sorry for that. I'm gonna ask if any of my family members are downloading something. Is anyone downloading something in the house? Okay. There's not a real point to it. I know a lot of you are just curious. Saint, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you, Bezos, for this charity that is the Prime sub. He is so kind. Yeah, it's on my end. It's not on your end. Oh, my dad might be messing with things, actually. Oh yeah, Blue Stripe Flowers, I apologize. This was a kind of a interesting server. Yeah, I don't know why. Let me see what's taking up the, Am I downloading anything? No? Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, it was only 1,000 bit rate. The stream is going there for. Okay. Yeah, fill them out on that form if you have questions. I'll just list out the people because I think everyone just knows already. Personally, I think it is kind of pointless. But I think this, in a way, this will help. Evan, thank you for the gift sub. In a way, I think this will help with people not going and stealing people's things. I mean, don't steal from people anyway. Peasant Trail Gun. That is quite a name. Okay, list of people who were banned. Again, this is not chronological order. This is not an order of who got banned for what. It was Hongster, Cody Kins the Brit, Pup, Matthew, Guardian Nova, Agent, and 6biz9. Those are the people who were banned. Okay, I'm gonna answer questions now. Is there a way for me to see the answers? Because I think if I just click on this, it's going to just give me the form. Like, I can fill out the form. Unless I was DM'd with, Aha! Yes, you did do that. Okay. Oh, this gave me the regular thing. I'm forgetting someone? Oh yeah! Mikey was banned too, I guess. Sorry, I forgot about that. I need access. You gotta approve my access. Sorry, I only wrote the people I wrote down in the moderator log, so someone just didn't write Mikey boy in the moderator log. Perms have been updated. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna read the questions. Okay, I'm not gonna say who these questions are from. This is completely anonymous. Why did me and the other six people get banned with no appeal or warning? We would have stopped, at least I would have. Just frustrating that we got no appeal, but I do understand the reasons. So when I ban people, without, like, talking to them first, it's because they were consistently either making someone uncomfortable, breaking a rule over and over. It's like a consistent thing. And then when I see that same group of people after they get banned, because I can give you an appeal anytime. When I see that same group of people after they get banned, then retaliate and try to blow up a piece of the server, that doesn't really make me feel good about appealing the ban. I had to do a lot of stuff at once last night. So, yeah. Do group chats related to SMP lore, such as the group chat made for Labyrinth Exploring, Bagel Lore, etc., need an admin to monitor, or is it just actual servers that need to be? I think this might be an obvious question, but I'm still curious. I think group chats, as long as it's like 5 people or less, like, that's fine. But once it gets to be like this server was 30 people. And that definitely needs to have some, like, moderation. But if you're just in, like, a little friend group and you're like, hey, let's, you know, hang out and whatever, sure. I'm fine with that. But, again, I can't promise, like, if there is a group chat that you're in, if someone is in there harassing you, I can't do anything about it. So, okay. This person asks, kind of stupid question, but why am I timed out for 30 minutes? I haven't been looking at chat. You'll have to ask one of the mods, I guess. I don't know. Probably you said something that got you timed out. Okay. What if the person said, I'm guessing the person being someone who was banned, said I was allowed to take some of their stuff because I was their friend. Should I give you the items I took, or should I put them back where they came from? If you've already, you know, talked to someone and they said, you know, take my items or whatever, I'm not gonna get on you now because I didn't make an announcement about that already. But our general policy is when someone gets banned, please don't go and loot them because it's disrespectful. What if someone who was banned co-owned the faction? I'm the owner and the materials were being used by them for builds and lore books they had. Is there a way I can get those? If you are a co-owner of a faction, you get to keep those. If this is like your group that has this stuff, your group gets to keep that. I'm not gonna just take away your stuff. Like let's say Keepers of Solace, well that's not a good example, but like, let's say I was running a faction with Virgil, and I banned Virgil, but we were working together on stuff, I get to keep all the stuff. It's not like, oh, Virgil got his side in the divorce, you know? So yeah, if you co-own a faction, or if a faction has been handed off to you, you can just keep that, that's fine. Monocorp example. That's true, yeah. I would ban me too. Aww. Come on, Virgil, do better. This is concerning the area initially held by Shadows of the Golden Rose, as the original builders worked on the area quite hard and would like it back despite everything that happened concerning the person who used to own it. We do not mean to cause issues, we just like the hard work back as it was given away by one of the people who was banned. Yeah, the Shadows of the Golden Rose stuff is so complicated, because I know that, like, there were some issues with transferring the ownership of the server, and then, like, someone was gone for a long time and came back, and the entire faction stuff was taken, and so just, there was a bunch of messy stuff there. So, yeah, if the place was originally Shadows of the Golden Rose, and then they took it, you can just, and, like, everyone from there was banned, or like at least the leaders there. Yeah, I'm fine with that if it was originally yours. What will happen to the lore they made? Well, anyone who gets banned, their lore sheets I just don't read. If they have like stories and stuff that's been going on, that just cuts off. I think we talked about, like, in lore, either they died or they left Solace to go do their own thing. So, does anyone else have any questions? Any other questions? You can just ask them in chat now. You don't have to fill out the form. Every faction should merge to one world order. Executed. Oh my gosh. Well, if you were here just for the drama, that's the drama. We're gonna go into Lore Tuesday now. And it's gonna be actual fun stuff. Yippee! Let me open up Discord here. I am getting some DMs. I'm gonna read this real quick. Okay. Not really important right now. You just submitted a form? Oh shoot. Let me reopen it. Wrong one. There we go. If I had stuff that I had to give to others and I was banned, would you be able to give them my inventory? Probably not. If it was like they purchased stuff from you, sure, I'll do that as a favor. But if it's just like, I was gonna give my friend another star, I'm not gonna just do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Grim. Okay. Let's go through, all the Lore Tuesday stuff. Would you guys like the Lore Sheets first, or the Lore Tuesday stuff first? Also, I'll put up my hood. I did check my DMs. My answer is nah. And no one gets to see see what the original question was. I'm stealing 1-3's wheels. Oh no. Lore sheets? Lore sheets? Alright, we do lore sheets. Let me scroll up here. What was the last Lore Tuesday? 24th. Oh my gosh, there's like nothing in lore sheets. Okay. There is a lot of stuff in Lore Tuesday that I've been seeing. Okay. Here we go. Uh-oh, where's my camera? There we go. For those who don't know, I'm dressing up for almost every stream this month. Hee hee ha ha. I think Thursday I'm dressing up like a clown, so be ready for that. Okay, we have one lore sheet. We got stick bugged. That is so sad. We got Nora. Nora comes from a universe further away from where Solace is. A universe where girls with magical powers are present. She comes from a world in that universe known simply as the Magic World. She's a student at the magic school there, or was. While studying late at night in the library, Nora spotted a light in a darkened part of the building. At first it seemed like nothing, maybe another student looking for something with a lantern. But when they looked over again, they realized the light was coming from the restricted section of the library. They resisted going to check out the glow. Only for about a minute, that is. When she reached the restricted section, she found that the glow was from a book. A large one, in fact. The front cover had a title that read, Solace? People are getting transported by books now? I'll give you that, it's creative. And the glow was coming from inside of its pages. Nora opened the book, flipping through the pages until it landed on a fresh blank page titled 5. Season 5. The librarians are gonna want this book. As soon as her brain processed the word, she blacked out and woke up in solace. Nora attempts to figure out a way to get back home to her universe, and maybe she'll make a few friends along the way. Curiosity killed the cat. That's very cool. We have Noelle! The Legos?! Oh my gosh, I love that. Little minifigure people. Is that from a movie? We have Noelle. Before meeting everyone, Noelle was a sweet, loving 10-year-old girl who had lived with her parents deep within an icy village. Her parents were considered the chiefs of this small icy village. They were the perfect family until that one fatal night. She had woken up to find that her parents were missing. Her friends were missing. Everyone was gone. She searched and searched and searched for years. When she turned 17, she decided to give up. From then on, she vowed to keep her distance from everyone and to never get attached in fear of losing them. You know, that's a good point. I feel like so many people, like, the leftover 10% would have such bad abandonment issues. Everyone would be terrified of everyone leaving. Noelle is now 19. She got married to Troubled Marigold during the middle of the Amethyst infection. She had gotten infected, and a pain-driven craze, she chopped off her own leg using an iron axe. Later on, she decided to go in for an experiment to get a diamond block, the Walls 2.0 experiment. But it went terribly wrong, and she lost all of her memories, including who she was and what had happened to her. And only a few days later, she was sacrificed and lost her eye, making hopping around more difficult. You poor thing! Can Arcturus make, like, I don't know, bionic eye and leg or something? Like, is that what it's called? I wanted to say biotic, but that sounds like antibiotic. Or probiotic. Can we make a probiotic leg? I need one of those eyes? Yeah. Go ask Machina. We have Ruby Vanessa Vanderlei. Ooh, I like that last name. That's cool. Ruby was from a tribe off in a dark wood forest after her dad, a demon, left her at their doorstep when she was 5. Her dad, James, was in a deep mourning of her human mother, Vanessa, after she died in the Nether, despite James warning her of the dangers. At the time, Ruby was living in the Nether with her parents up to that point, but out of fear that Ruby would suffer the same fate as Vanessa, James took her to the overworld to a remote forest with the tribe. When she was 15, they ventured away from the village and later found the new region where she's beginning a new life. Very cool. I love the skin differences. This one is really cool. This one's really cool. They're all really cool. We have a much needed update to Crewfix lore sheet. All the important Frostfire characters. Oh! Okay. Excited to see this. Wow. Krufik has had a rough time. She's lost control of her own mind to a goddess slash her mother slash Morena and a corrupt goddess slash Vesna slash Crux. Harnessed multiple gods' powers and magic, summoned a god who killed her friend and created an infection that killed 2 other people close to her, and lost her best friend from an unknown cause. Crux has the most power over her, and because of her prolonged existence in her mind, has started to take similar traits as Crux, such as her coat and not being able to look at someone in the eye without wanting to kill them. She sports a blindfold to prevent any accidents. Her red hair has become even darker, slowly turning to a black variant. Everyone she's cared about is gone. She found out where she came from, but she would have rather been left in the dark. Krufik must get Fivehead back no matter the cost, and she will succeed because no one can stop her. That's so sick. The blindfold is really cool. I just started watching JJK, and it just makes me think of Gojo. Talking about not looting other people's bases, Eris Miracle went to town on my base, so if I was going to be brought back, what would have happened? They should not have taken stuff. I will deal with that when I have time, after the stream. We have Crux. Crux is actually Vesna, the goddess of spring and fertility, but when Morena exiled her to the void, it corrupted her into Crux. She can mind control people, mostly Krufik, teleport like an Enderman, and control plants from the void, and from Middle Earth / Solace. Morena and Crux argue all the time in Crew's conscious. The best comparison for Crux is the devil on Krufik's shoulder, but more forceful. I've met Crux, they seem chill. I don't know, they're kind of like a mind-controlling thing. Okay, we don't have to time out people for every time they say something. I'm okay with the ban people being here. We can, if they are being mean, you can ban them. But if they're just asking a question, don't time them out. Morena. Morena is Crew's mother. Just like the story of Adam and Eve, Crew was created from the snow on Solace. But that's not the reason why Krufik has no memories from before her arrival on Solace. Morena is the goddess of the winter, death, and rebirth. She also occupies Crew's mind and argues with Crux a lot. But when she takes over Krufik, she's quiet, observant, and doesn't use her powers much. If there's ice nearby, Morena's been there. This is helping me understand the whole, like, all the things that have happened so much. Eurillo! We've seen Eurillo in chat. Well, not chat, but like the SMP chat. Eurillo is the god of spring, agriculture, fertility, and war. Similar to Vesna, he controls mainly flowers, using them to help Solace. During the Crystal Era, he placed his flowers around Solace to minimize the crystal formation, and put some of his magic on Monocorp to keep it protected, as well as placing a frost lantern to repel any growths on the oil rig, making Crew take the blame for that. Just as Krufik is Morena's daughter, Fivehead is Eurillo's son. He created Fivehead out of the bark of an old tree, and the leaves of a spruce tree. His current residence is at the Altoria Inn next to the community house. Other characters. Fivehead, the son of Eurillo, dead. Codsworth, son of Davana, dead to the crystal infection. Razmaz, son of Davana, dead to the crystal infection. Porkchop, son of Svarog, dead to Svarog. Davana, goddess of the wilds and hunt, alive. Perun, god of the pantheon and the god of sky, thunder, lightning, storms, rain, law, war, fertility. Crew uses his strength to help with her headaches caused by Crux, and Morena alive. And Morena. Alive? Woo! Ain't mentioned! So true. We've got the Demon King, an Enderman with the common sense to understand that to copy a man is to be more than oneself, to not let war conquer one's soul, and to bring peace to others. This is so cool. He's just an Enderman. He's just a little guy. Just a little guy. That's cool. I love that art. This is super sick. We have Cappy. Let's go. The art is looking so good. This is so cute. After being dragged into a leadership role for the Paladins, Cappy has tried her best to suit the role, especially since the disappearance of Captain Glitch. They still struggle with being brave, but are doing their best to not just build bunkers for her fellow Paladins and wait out disasters. The guild has given her the much-needed herd she's been missing since the Great Disappearance. It encourages her to be brave for their sake. It's a scary world out there, but she intends to greet it face on despite her skittish nature. This is great. And I love the Minecraft skin so much. That's so cool. Demon King. Just a little guy. Just a little Demon King. Just a little Demon King. Alright. And then we have untitled presentation from the Ceaseless Watcher. Okay. Whoa. Okay. The Watcher. I've decided to give this a try. Names. The Ceaseless Watcher. The I. Them who watches. Okay. I was manifested into humanity from the knowledge you guys have. I am aware only of what is known. If someone was to find the cure for cancer and then dies being the only one with that knowledge, then I too lose that knowledge. Around the 1400s, humans and animals alike started to feel my presence, and so I became known. The more I know and the more I am known, the more powerful I can become. My favorite color is green, and I cannot eat clearly. I am trying to learn human emotions, but there is a difference between knowing and understanding. The Order of the Eye was a group of people who worshipped me before the Great Anomaly. They were on my old planet for centuries, passing the leadership down to their children. Commonly, my vessel would be the leader, and so their children were raised to be so as well. Only one member remains from that time. Ooh, that's pretty sick. Thank you, Ceaseless Watcher. Everyone say, thank you, Ceaseless Watcher. Alright. To the Lore Tuesday channel. We gotta go up to the 24th. A lot has been going on in here. I've seen it all. 24th. I think we already saw this. Yeah, that was during the stream. That was during the stream. Okay. Dwoggle says, I have successfully acquired the Drained Nowhere Stone. Look, I don't know why I have 25% dropped frames now. Why is it so bad? Hold on, let me do a quick speed test. What is going on? Oh, you know what? We have to use Starlink sometimes. I think Starlink is just having an outage. My download speed's great. Download speed is fine. Let's check my upload. 1.1. That's not good. I'm gonna do something real quick. I might disconnect.